on Rise and Fall. We're gonna take a look at the life of J.W., the rock star John Winfrey, the self-proclaimed rock god from the late 1990s. Now where, oh where is J.W. now?
In a record 6 months, J.W. hit 4 major covers. Rolling Stone with a weird world. Spin with J.W., a man with a plan. Alternative press, J.W., God monster. And Revolver, J.W., life in the fast lane.
I got the message some time ago. Butterflies in my soul. The world's gonna change.
And am I the crazy one? Really?
You're gonna do it now, and you're gonna like it.
Am I really the crazy one? Probably. When the world is falling apart around you, and you feel you've lost it all, sometimes the thoughts drift into Never Never Land.
J.W. was born in Hollywood, California on October 30th, 1972. He was a healthy, happy baby boy, but was given up for adoption 1 year into his life. These are the only pictures of J.W. as an infant anywhere. They're courtesy of his only living relative and his biological mother. Unfortunately, she didn't want to appear on camera or let us reveal her name.
I had J.W. when I was young and a bad lifestyle. Met his dad at a party. It was a one-night stand kind of thing. And his dad was Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes and it's just how I could, bring him up in his own, on my own and make things, good for him. But it just didn't work out. His father, the way, his lifestyle was and how, just messed up with all the crazy sex and just all his, twisted sexualness, and just I knew it wasn't right to have a child around that. By the time he was about 10, 11 months, I just made a decision to, put him up for adoption and hope that, he would have a better life. The people that adopted him would, make a good life for him and give him the things that I couldn't. It was the best thing I could have done for him, as much as it hurts. I really miss him.
So a page turns in young J.W.'s life. He was adopted by a young newlywed couple. They lived in the deep, deep south of Tennessee. His father was a struggling lawyer, and his mother, a loving homemaker and part-time chorus teacher at the local church, where she encouraged J.W. to sing in the choir. When J.W. was about 14, he got a job as a dishwasher at the local Sambo's restaurant. And he made enough money to purchase his first guitar, a 1972 Fender Stratocaster. But then, one day, while J.W. was at some after-school functions with some friends, he received some terrible, terrible news. The crude organization known as the Ku Klux Klan had burned down their home, and as if that wasn't enough, his parents were beaten and bound up inside the house as it burst into flames. JW, now with nothing once again, he decides to take his mother's gremlin to Memphis to visit the grave of the only man he's felt a real connection to, the king.
He understands.
Rumor has it he sat at the grave and prayed for hours, asking the king for some sort of guidance. And JW claims that the king actually responded with,
Better get your ass to Hollywood, boy.
What you got to say?
Thank you very much.
Hollywood swingers.
so needless to say, JW got his ass to Hollywood.
Hollywood swingers.
After arriving in Hollywood, JW quickly rounded up some musicians to start his first band, Black Crash. And soon thereafter, they started playing the local LA circuit.
Flying motion in trance by the outside ghost. It seems to fade to a kind of control to major tone.
Black Crash was starting to create a little buzz in the LA music scene.
Commencing countdown engines on.
And one night while playing a local dive, Mang Slater, a producer extraordinaire, just happened to pop in.
Check ignition and may God's love be with you.
Something caught his eye.
This is Major Tom to ground control. You really made the grade. And the papers want to know what church you at. And it's time to leave the capsule if you're dead.
That's when I first met JW. I knew that he was, a new up-and-coming star. I went to see one of his bands play at this little shithole dive. They all start out in some shithole dive. Well, I go in and I saw a couple shitty bands playing. I just drank. Had a couple drinks in at the bar. Just wondering what in the hell I'm doing in this little slimy pit. But then they went on, and as soon as the first note was struck, I was spellbound. I knew something was there. JW, he was the star. I knew right off the bat. When I saw him, I said, that's the guy.
That's the guy I want to produce.
It's beautiful.
So Mang Slater signed JW to his Headlock Productions label, and another new chapter began. The first single they released, Lonely One, shot straight to #1. JW was on top of the world, touring the world, playing packed arenas everywhere. Finally, JW seemed to be happy. He had everything he wanted in the palm of his hands. The money, the girls, the cars, the plane, and then the drugs. Yes, JW was on top of his game, but only for about a year and a half, and then his extracurricular activities got the best of him. It started out with a little weed, and then cocaine, graduated to pharmaceuticals, and then one day a roadie turned him on to the big H, heroin. This was the tragic turn and what prompted the fall into his own downward spiral. Soon he wasn't showing up for his concerts, sometimes disappearing for weeks at a time. And then the last straw for JW was one night while playing a show in Amsterdam. Something went wrong. JW was rumored to have sabotaged the pyrotechnics of his own show. A possible suicide attempt, some say. Several members of his crew were seriously injured, including JW. Due to the legalities of the case and settlements still pending, no more information is available about this incident. And ever since this show in Amsterdam back in 1999, JW has been missing. This brings us to Cindy Rothman, the only one JW has kept in contact with since that awful night. At least that we know of.
I met JW, gosh, probably my early 20s or so. I was doing a review for this band, and there was an after party, and he was there, and was introduced to him, and we started talking. We just hung out. He was really cool. We just spent hours just talking about philosophy and different theories of music and what really grabs people and how they relate to music, whether it's the music itself or if it's the words and vice versa. We just stayed in touch for just throughout the years. If he was in town doing a show, he'd call and let me know and give me tickets, and I'd go see him, and we'd hang out while he was in town, go get dinner and just hang out and relax and just let him get away from being the superstar everyone sees him as. And we just had a really good connection, and our friendship just grew from that throughout the years. When we go to see him, just kind of be prepared. He might freak out and just be really stressed that there's someone there, especially at his house, someone else knowing where he lives. Because he's very secretive, and he doesn't like a lot of people knowing where he's at. Fuck's the street. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Once, I don't know how long he's gonna want to chat with us. He may, just kind of disappear. He might get freaked out. But, if he does, just, be calm and, don't really, freak out on his reaction or whatever he does. So, let's go. This is his area where he sleeps and stays. Does some writing. He calls me every, once in a while, lets me know, how he's doing. And, if he needs anything or, what's going on with him.
Hey!
JW. Hey. Turn the camera over.
Man?
Hey, it's Cindy. Turn the light down.
Cindy.
JW, it's Cindy.
What are you doing, man?
We came
These
by
people.
to see you. I know. We've got,
Why?
we've got,
What are you doing, Cindy?
we've got an idea for you.
What?
If you're interested
Why?
to do,
Why is that light on?
it's the camera.
Why?
Because we want to do a program, like a documentary for you to
Why
bring
are you
you,
doing this to me?
to get you back into,
Why do you come to my house where I live, man? Why do you bring these people?
because
I've known you for years. Why do you bring them over here, man?
he wanted to meet with you and talk with you and let you know what his ideas were for.
Why don't you talk to me before? I don't like this shit at all, man.
You haven't been around. I've been trying to come by and see if you were here, but I've been missing you. So I figured now is a good time.
Lights, man.
I know.
That fucking camera, man. What is this? What is your problem?
Can we come inside
Are you
and
fucking
talk to you for a
kidding me,
minute?
man?
Yeah, I talked to Rob, the owner of the house, and he said we could go inside if you wanted to go inside and talk.
Well, why do we want to talk? I don't understand. Why do you bring these people to where I live? I don't like any of this shit.
I know, honey. Well, we just want to, you know, give you some ideas about coming back into the business.
What?
And possibly getting a band together again.
Are you crazy? You've lost your mind, man.
No, no, no. I think this would be really good for you.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you have these people here?
Because I wanted him to meet with you.
Why don't you talk to me beforehand?
Because I couldn't find you beforehand.
So what do you want, honey? What do you get the camera, man? Seriously, you know you guys are really freaking me out, man. You got 2 cameras in my fucking face in the back of my house, man. This is exactly what I don't like, man.
I know.
I'm tired of this, man.
I know I'm not perfect, but I don't like you people. Don't give him any drugs, man. It's fucking crazy. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I really crazy? I guess maybe if I don't really know you all that well and I'm on your mind, I guess I must be famous.
Man, JW. Spent some time together. That guy is nuts. Nuts.
You know, I met JW once at a party, you know, had a couple of drinks, hung out. He's a real asshole, talked a lot of shit, real arrogant, had a real egotistical kind of Napoleonic complex going on, you know, but I don't know, it had like this weird effect on me and like had a couple of drinks and like I said, you know what, let's stop this. I don't want to go any further.
JW owes me money, man. I've been looking for him and can't find him.
Oh, it wasn't my fault. He was all over me. You wouldn't stop.
He had the best music. He was just rocked hard and sold out. Sold out.
All the good ones do.
Yeah, well.
I met JW one night in a bar. I was with some friends, and all I remember, I was pretty intoxicated when we ended up in his hotel room. And next thing I know, I'm waking up the next morning. He's gone, everybody's gone. And I don't know what he's done to me.
JW, he's such a great musician, and he's cute also. She would like to have sex with him.
Like, oh my God, okay, so I always loved JW's music, and like the first time I ever saw him in concert, I was like so nervous and so excited, and I never, ever thought I would make it backstage. But then like he looked at me, he totally looked at me on the stage, and I saw him and he invited me backstage, and I was like, oh my God, Johnny!
He's a great musician. He has a good feature, and pretty much I hope see him grab the fucking Grammy. I really give the support, and she do the same to him.
JW, I just wanted to say, if you're watching this right now, if you're out there, please give me a call. I miss you so much, you have no idea.
Hey, I used to work for a band called JW, man. The guy was really cool, but something grabbed a hold of him. He couldn't make it no more. I'm a roadie, RC. Excuse me. We all have our vices and habits. It doesn't mean we're bad people. But you know what? JW was the man. And when he comes out of his coma, or whatever he's talking about, he'll come back and you'll jam with him, and I'll roadie.
JW was straight before, yo. His music, I mean, I used to love his music, you know. He was awesome. He was like a role model and shit to me.
Well, JW, he was a brilliant, one of the most amazing songwriters I think that I've ever seen in my life. And he had this intensity about him that just came out in his music, and then all of a sudden the intensity with his personal life got even crazier, and he just, I think he lost his mind somewhere in the mix. Just lost it.
My job is more difficult than you know. Now that we're up close and personal. To get in the mind of my mind. I just gotta pretend like everything is okay.
whole thing. I see, I don't know, my life kind of opening up a little bit, and I don't know what this world has in store for me. And I guess maybe the outside ghost is kind of coming into me and telling me maybe I have a responsibility to everybody. Some people might think that maybe I ran because of explosion or because I have a major drug problem, or I had. But I'm not sure how to go about it. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I am sorry that I can't say much more. I'm really scared about coming back in the world. I take it minute by minute. This may be my last interview that I do. It may not be. I'm not really sure. But I'm really touched, and I want to let everybody know that I've never forgotten any of my friends or anybody who's ever been out there for me.
After doing this interview, JW went into a rehab facility for 2 weeks. During that time, we approached his old producer and label owner, Manny Slater, and asked him if he would give JW another shot.
Would I work with him again? Would I work with this guy who's stabbed so many backs, burned so many bridges? Would I ever work with him again? And I have to say that if I had a chance, even though he could be the biggest asshole on the planet, I recognize talent when I see it. And, you know, I would love to work with the guy again. I mean, we made a hit together, and I think the guy's got more hits in him. If he got his shit together and he called me up and said, look, you know, I've got my shit together and I'm sorry, I want to work with you, I want to put another hit song out, then yeah.
I would do it. I would do it.
I know who you are, I know who you're at. Fa la la la. I could really give a fuck. Give a.
Just find another way. Just find another way. In search of truth, in search of hope, in search of something else. Search of truth, in search of hope, in search of something else. So let them on, don't let them get true.
Alright, peace from JW to you.